Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover. What can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a carry for Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Brown the motion man right. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Swift. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
One more time with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need...
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is third down at 4.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
There's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They go play action with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
81 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. On the run, it's Smith.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
On Herbert, his third interception.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Under pressure. pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Carter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Back to throw. Swift. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. Yeah, they may have salted this one away.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.